أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته। आओ कुरान समझें आसान तरीके से हिस्सा दो सॉरी Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way Course 2 Revision for Mid Quiz, page 1 to 3. You are welcome. The objectives of this course was study first 5 pages of the Quran, learn the 80% words of Al-Quran by the end of this course, mean starting from page 6. You will be having only one words new in each line. Learn the pointers and the phrases for easy learning of vocabulary and learn how to apply Al-Quran to our lives and learn weak verbs that occur once in every line of the Quran. And last but not the least, learn hundreds of Quran-related spoken Arabic sentences for effective learnings. We have two challenges for understanding the Quran. First is vocabulary, the words and meanings. We will use the pointers and phrases to learn them. Second, the grammar. For the grammar, we will use TPI and the spoken Arabic. Let's talk about the pointers now. The benefits of the pointers are pointers give you the context in which the new words are being used. They work as the anchors for you to memorize the meanings and recall them. They help you visualize the subject of the page, very useful in memorizing the Quran. Whereas the phrases, instead of memorizing the meaning of in, if, and shall, will, separately, memorize the meanings of inshallah. That is the phrase. Instead of memorizing the meaning of samad, let's memorize the meaning of Allah samad. That's a phrase. Instead of memorizing the meaning of yuqimuna, let's memorize the meanings of yuqimuna salah, which is a phrase and easy to memorize and recall. Because the phrases, they provide anchors for your brain to remember the meanings of new words, help you remember the message, make more sense than just words, and memorizing phrases and their meaning is much more effective, powerful, appealing, and useful than memorizing just words and meanings. We saw that each juz has been divided into 4 parts and each part have 5 pages. The first 5 pages of first juz we studied in this QC2. It contains Surah Al-Fatiha 7 ayahs and the 37 ayahs of Surah Al-Baqarah. The next 5 pages you will study in QC3, which start with from 38 up to 76, mean the 39 ayahs of Surah Al-Baqarah. The next 5 pages you will study in QC4, starting from 77 up to 105, mean the 29 ayahs of Surah Al-Baqarah. The last 5 pages of first juz we will study in QC5, starting with 106 up to 141 ayah, mean the 36 ayah. As a whole, in first juz, Surah Al-Baqarah, 141 ayahs are there. We will complete, inshallah, them in QC5. Let's start with the page 1. The pointers for the page 1s are, first pointer is praise for Allah. Second pointer, dua for guidance. Third pointers, guidance for muttaqeen. The fourth pointer is attributes of muttaqeens. Let's start with the first pointer. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. I seek in Allah from the outskirts shaitan. I ask protection, seek protection. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim, in the name of Allah, who is the most merciful and the most gracious. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. All the praises and thanks are for Allah, who is the Lord of the worlds. Ar-Rahman Rahim, the most merciful and most gracious. Malik Yawmiddin, the king of the day of the judgment. Iyyaka na'budu, only you we worship. Wa iyyaka nasta'in, and only from you we ask the help. Ihdina sirat mustaqim, guide us the right path. Sirat al-lazina, the path of those, an'amta alayhim, to whom you blessed. Ghairil maghdub, not those who were wrath alayhim on them, walad dwalin, or got the astray. So this is the first point, praise for Allah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillah. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen, ar-Rahmanir Rahim, Malik Yawmiddin, Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. All the praises and thanks be to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the most gracious, the most merciful, the master of the day of the judgment. You alone we worship, and you alone we ask for help. The next pointer is dua for guidance. Ihdina sirat al-mustaqim, sirat al-lazina an'amta alayhim, ghayril maghdubi alayhim walad dwalin. Guide us to the straight path, the path of those upon whom you have bestowed favor, not of those who earned your wrath, and nor of those who got astray. This is the second pointer. From this ta'awuz and Surat Fatah, we learn 12 good habits. The first habit from A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, safety first. Run to Allah for safety for everything. And the second two habits we learn from the Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Start with Bismillah and think positive about Allah. The next two habits we learn from Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Study the universe to praise Allah from the depth of your heart and be grateful to Allah. The sixth habit we learn from Ar-Rahman Rahim. Be merciful and humble to others. The seventh habits we learn from Malik Yawmiddin. Keep the end in mind. And the eighth habit we learn from Iyyaka na'budu. Worship Allah alone to make the life meaningful. The ninth habit we learn from Iyyaka nasta'in. Seek His help. He alone can help. He loves that we ask Him for everything again and again. The 10th habit we learn from Ihdina sirat al-mustaqim. Seek guidance for every action. And the 11th habit from Sirat al-lazina an'amta alayhim. Use the right morals. And the last 12th habit we learn from Ghayril maghdubi alayhim walad dwalin. Avoid the wrong waters. Then we started the Surah Al-Baqarah, and the pointer was third pointer, guidance for muttaqin. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillah. Alif Lam Mim. Zalikal kitabu la rayba fih, hudal lil muttaqin. Alif Lam Mim. It does not have any meaning, only Allah knows its meaning. This is the book about which there is no doubt, a guidance for those who are conscious of Allah. The fourth pointer of the first page is attributes of muttaqin. Bismillah Rahman. Allazina yu'minuna bil ghaibi wa yuqimuna as-salata wa mimma razaqnahum yunfikun. وَالَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِمَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْكَ وَمَا أُنزِلَ مِنْ قَبْلِكَ وَبِالْآخِرَةِ هُمْ يُوقِنُونَ أُولَئِكَ عَلَى هُدًى مِنْ رَبِّهِمْ وَأُولَئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. الَّذِينَ, those يُؤْمِنُونَ who believe, بِالْغَيْبِ, on unseen, وَيُقِيمُونَ and establish as-salah, prayer, وَمِمَّا and those razaqnahum, they expense, they gives Yunfiqun, they expense whatever you have given to him. Wallazina, and those yu'minuna who believe bima, what unzila you have been sent ilayka to you, mean the prophet, wa maha, and what unzila was sent min kablika before you, wa bil akhiratin, and the day of akhirah, hum yuqinun, and they believe. Ulaika, those, ulaika, those, Allah, hudan, they are on the guidance, min rabbin, from their Lord. Wa ulaika, and those humul muflihun, they are the successful or the benefactors. So they believe in unseen, established prayer, spent in the path of Allah, believes in the books, believes in the hereafter. The second page, first pointer is no guidance for kafirin. The second pointer was no guidance for munafiqeen. The third point, corrupt and fools. And the fourth pointer, double face. Let's start with the first pointer. No guidance for kafirin. Bismillah ar-Rahman. إن الذين كفروا سواء عليهم أعنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون ختم الله على قلوبهم وعلى سمعهم وعلى أبصارهم غشاوة ولهم عذاب عظيم. Indeed, those who disbelieve, Inna, indeed, Allazina, those kafaru who disbelieve, Sawaun is same, alayhim them, anzartum, either you warn them, am lam tunzir, or you don't warn them, la yumunun, they will not believe. Khatam Allah, Allah has sealed, Allah kulubin on their hearts, wa ala samin on their ears, wa ala absarim on their vision, Rishawatun is a curtain or veil. Walahum, and for them azabun azim is a great punishment. Indeed, those who disbelieve, it is same to them whether you warn them or do not warn them. They will not believe. Allah has set a seal on their hearts and on their hearing and on their vision is a veil, and for them is a great punishment. The second pointer of the second page is no guidance for munafiqeen. Bismillah. وَمِنَ النَّاسِ مَنْ يَقُولُ آمَنَّا بِاللَّهِ وَبِالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ وَمَا هُمْ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ يُخَادِعُونَ اللَّهَ وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَمَا يَخْدَعُونَ إِلَّا أَنفُسَهُمْ وَمَا يَشْعُرُونَ فِي قُلُوبِهِمْ مَرَضٌ فَزَادَهُمُ اللَّهُ مَرَضًا وَلَهُمْ عَذَابٌ عَلِيمٌ بِمَا كَانُوا يَكْذِبُونَ. And among the people there are some who say, we believe in Allah and in the last day, but they are not believers at all. They seek to devise Allah and those who believe, but they do not devise except themselves, and they do not realize it. In their hearts is a disease, so Allah has increased their disease, and for them is a painful punishment because they used to lie. The third pointer for the second page is corrupt and fools. Bismillah. وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمْ لَا تُفْسِدُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ قَالُوا إِنَّمَا نَحْنُ مُصْلِحُونَ ألا إنهم المفسدون ولكن لا يشعرون وإذا قيل لهم آمنوا كما آمن الناس قالوا أنؤمن كما آمن السفهاء ألا إنهم السفهاء ولكن لا يعلمون. And when it is said to them, do not spread corruption on the earth, they say, we are only reformers. Indeed, they are the ones who spread corruption, but they do not realize it. And when it is said to them, believes as the people have believed, they say, should we believe as the fools have believed? Indeed, they themselves are the fools, but they do not know. The fourth pointer of the second page is double face. Bismillah. وَإِذَا لَقُوا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا قَالُوا آمَنَّا وَإِذَا خَلَوْا إِلَى شَيَاطِينِهِمْ قَالُوا إِنَّ مَعَكُمْ إِنَّمَا نَحْنُ مُسْتَهْزِئُونَ الله يستعزئ بهم ويمدهم في طغيانهم يعمهون أولئك الذين اشتروا الضلالة بالهدى فما ربحت تجارتهم وما كانوا مهتدين. And when it is said to them, believe as the people have believed, they say, should we believe as the fools have believed? Indeed, they themselves are the fool, but they do not know. And when they meet those who believe, they say, we believe, but when they are along with their evil ones, they say, indeed, we are with you. We are only mocking. Allah mocks at them and perhaps prolongs them in their transgressions while they wander blindly. The third page, first pointer is first example of Munafiqin's fire. The second is second example, rain. The third pointer is Quran's calls. And the fourth pointer is Quran's challenge. Bismillah Rahman. The first pointer of the third page is first example of Munafiqin's fire. Bismillah. مثلهم كمثل الذي استوقد نارا فلما أضاءت ما حوله ذهب الله بنورهم وتركهم في الظلمات لا يبصرون صم بكم فهم لا يرجعون. Example 5, the resulting light. Munafiqeen saw the light of Islam but did not accept it. Allah took away their light, mean the sight. A deaf, dumb, and blind person won't come back to the truth. The second pointer for the page, third is second example, rain. Bismillah. أو كصيب من السماء فيه ظلمات ورد وبرق يجعلون أصابعهم في آذانهم من الصواعق حذر الموت والله محيط بالكافرين يكاد البرق يخطف أبصارهم كلما أضاء لهم مشوا فيه وإذا أظلم عليهم قاموا ولو شاء الله لذهب بسمعهم وأبصارهم إن الله على كل شيء قدير. Example, rain, storm with darkness, thunder and lightning. Munafiqeens try to avoid everything hard and on themselves. They follow only easy parts. Allah gives them time to return. The third pointer for the page 3 is Quran's calls. Bismillah. الذين جعل لكم الأرض فراشا والسماء بناء وأنزل من السماء ماء فأخرج به من الثمرات رزقا لكم فلا تجعلوا لله أندادا وأنتم تعلمون. He who has made the earth a resting place for you and the sky as a canopy and sent down rain from the sky and brought forth therewith fruits as provisions for you. So do not set up rivals to Allah while you know the truth. The fourth pointer for the third page is Quran's challenge. Bismillah. وَإِن كُنتُمْ فِي رَيْبٍ مِّمَّا نَزَّلْنَا عَلَىٰ عَبْدِنَا فَأْتُوا بِسُورَةٍ مِّن مِّثْلِهِ وَادْعُوا شُهَدَاءَكُم مِّن دُونِ اللَّهِ إِن كُنتُمْ صَادِقِينَ. And if you are in doubt about what we have revealed to our slave Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then produce a chapter like it and call your witnesses other than Allah if you are truthful. The words which have been come in these ayahs, let to see their plural. Insan, plural is Nas, Hajar, plural Jara, Jannat, Jannat, Nahar, Anhar, Samar, Samrat, Zawj, Azwaj, Masal, Amsal, Rab, Arbab, Shay, Ashya, Ahad, Ahud, Misak, Muwasik, Aradi, Khasir, Khasirun, Khasirin, Mayyat, Amwat, Adu, Ada, Kalima, Kalimat, Fasik, Fasikun, Fasikin, Ism, Asma, Malak, Malaik, Ghaib, Ghayub, Jannah, Jannat, Shajar, Ashjar, Shaitan, Shayateen, Mata, Amtiya, Sama, Samawat. The three letter sound verbs which has come in this lesson on the pattern of Fataha, Nasara, Daraba, Samia. Razaka, Yarzuku, Urzuk, Razikun, Marzukun, Rizkun. Raza, Kaf is the root letter in Bab is Nasara. Khalada, Yakhludu, Ukhlud, Khalid, Dash, Khuld and Khulud. It has two masdar. Khalam, Dal is the root letter Bab is Nasara. Daraba, Yadribu, Idrib, Daribun, Madrubun, Darbun. Dadraba is the root letter Bab is Daraba. Alima, Ya'lamu, Ilam, Alimun, Ma'lumun, Ilmun. And Lamim is the root letter Bab is Samiya. Kafara, Yakfuru, Ukfur. Kafirun, Makfurun, Kufrun. Kafara is the root letter Bab is Nasara. Fasaka, Yafsuku, Ufsuk. Fasikun, Dash, Fiskun. Fasik, Kaf is the root letter Bab is Nasara. Sakana, Yaskunu, Uskun. Sakin, Dash, Sakan. Sin, Kaf, Nun is the root letter Bab is Nasara. Kariba, Yakrabu, Ikrib. Karib, Makrub, Kurb. Kaf, Raba is the root letter Bab is Samiya. Nakasa, Yankusu, Unkus. Nakisun, Mankusun, Naksun. Nun, Kaf. Dot is the root letter in Bab is Nakada Nun Nasara. Kata'a Yaktau Ikta Katun Maktun Katan Kafta Ain is the root letter Bab is Fataha. Amara Yamaru Mur Amirun Ma'murun Amrun Hamza Mimra is the root letter Bab is Nasara. Khasira Yaksuru Iksir Khasir Dash Khusr and Khusran. It have two masdar. Khasin Ra is the root letter Bab is Samia. Raja'a Yarja'u Irja Raji Dash Ruju Rajim and is the root letter Bab is Daraba. Arada Yaridu Irad Aridun Marudun Ardun and Radal is the root letter Bab is Daraba. Khalaka yakhluku ukhluk khalik makhluk khalq khalam kaf is the root letter Bab is Nasara. Saddaka yasadduku sidq Sadiq masduq sidq Saad dal kaf is the root letter Bab is Nasara. Katama yaktumu uktum Katimun maktumun kitmanun Kaf tamim is the root letter Bab is Nasara. The three letter weak verbs, let's to see. Qala yakulu kul Kail maqal kol Kaf Waulam is the root letter Bab is Nasara. Ata yati eti Atin matyun ityanun Hamza Taya is the root letter Bab is Hada. Qala yakulu yakul Kailun Makulun Kolun is the repeated. Hada Yahdi Ehdi Hadin Madyun Hudan and Hadaya is a two mazhar. Hadalya is the root letter Bab is Daraba. Akala Yakulu Kul Akilun Makulun Aklun Hamza Kaflam is the root letter Bab is Nasara. Sha'a Yasha'u Sha Sha'in Mashiyun Mashiyatun Shin Ya Hamza is the root letter Bab is Samia. So we did the pointers for the three page. The first point, the pointer for the first page is praise for Allah, dua for guidance, guidance for muttaqin, attributes of muttaqin. No guidance for kafirin, no guidance for munafiqin, corrupts and fools, double face. First example fire, second example rain, Quran's calls, Quran's challenge. And the short pointers for them were praise, dua, guidance, attributes. Kafirin, munafiqin, corrupts, double face. Fire, rain, call, challenge. Now here we have completed the first part. We will have the break for 5 minutes and we will start after that. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way course to revision from 1 to 3 page grammar. We saw the Arabic's words are 3 types. One is called the ism, that is a noun name of something, just like Kitab, Makkah, and maybe attributes that's like Muslim and Mu'min. And the signs are for ism are any words which start with alif lam, or at the end it may have double dhamma, double fatha, double kasra, dhammatan, kasratan, or the fathatan at the end. Or if it's a plural word, may start with alif lam, or may have at the end waw nun, ya nun, alif ta. The fail or verb, it tells us about some actions, but it must have a tense. What is that? Fataha is the Madi tense. Yamaluna is the Mudari tense. Harf is the particles which join nouns or the verbs, just like be, li, min, fi, etc. If we have a weak letters in a fail, what are the weak letters? Waw, ya, alif. That fail or the verb becomes weak. Just like wahaba, there is a waw, so it's a weak verb. Wa'ada, there is a waw, it's a weak verb. Qala, there is a alif, it's a weak verb. So the weak verb can come in the beginning, in the middle, or at the end, but it makes the verbs weak. The three-letter verbs, sound verbs, they are fataha, nasara, daraba, samya. They come on this pattern. And the weak verbs, they come on the pattern of wahaba, wada, qala, zada. In Mus'haf, both has come 9,000 times. And remember, there are 30 paras or juz, and each para or juz have almost 20 pages. So 600 pages Mus'haf. And each page has almost 15 lines. So it makes almost, you can say 9,000 lines in the Mus'haf. It means each line of Mus'haf almost have one sound verbs and one weak verbs, approximately. So we have to remember the three-letter weak verbs, one in each line. So what are the weak letters? Waw, ya, and alif. Remember three things when you have a weak verb. First, they follow the styles or pattern of fataha, nasara, daraba, samya. How we remember them? We can say they come in each line. Second point, the weak letters, they are weak, so they get tired. When they get tired, what happens? Either they disappear or they change with each other. Or all of these changes are to make it easy for you to say it or pronounce it. The third thing about the weak letter is that when you see a past verb, remember if there is a letter alif, then understand it's changed from form from actually waw or ya. So, and appearing as a alif. Example of waw is qala and da. In qala, the alif has come in place of waw, and da alif has come in place of waw. And in case of zada and qada, alif has come in place of ya. The root letter of qala is kaf waw lam, and the root letter of da is dal and waw. It indicating that in qala and da, the alif has come in place of waw. The root letter of qada is kaf ya dal, and the zada is za ya dal. So it indicating in qada and zada, alif has come in place of ya. So four styles of verbs, how you remember? If you open the Quran, fataha, Allah will help you, nasara. Otherwise, you will hit daraba. Therefore, listen, Samir. By these four sentences, you remember all the sound verbs, patterns. If you open the Quran, fatah, Allah will help you, nasara. Otherwise, you will hit daraba. Therefore, listen, Samir. On the same way, you can remember the weak verbs by three sentences. Allah will give its promise. From the word give, wahaba, he gave. From the word promise, wa'ada, he promised. In fact, he said he will give more. From word said, qala, he said. From the word give more, zada, he gave more, he increased. The third sentence is, therefore pray to him for guidance. From the word pray, da, he prayed. From the word guidance, hada, he guided. For the repeated word, you can have a fourth sentence. That is, and have a good opinion, otherwise you will be lost. From the word opinion, zanna, opinion. From the word lost, dalla, he got. There is another group called the Hamza verbs. Just amara, salakra. So remember, there are four groups of verbs of three letters. First is called sound verbs. The second one is called the weak verbs. The third one is called the repeated verbs. And the fourth one is called the Hamza. Remember, the weak verbs may appear in front of a verb, in the beginning, in the start, just like wahaba, wa'ada. The weak verb is coming in front, in the beginning, at the start. It may come in the middle, just like qala and sawada. It may come at the end of a verb, just like da and hada. So, to remember the weak verbs, we memorize three sentences. What were they? Allah will give His promise. From the word give, wahaba, he gave. From the word promise, wa'ada, he promised. In fact, he said he will give more. From the word said, qala, he said. From the word give more, zada, he gave more or increased. Therefore, pray to him for guidance. From the word pray, da, he prayed. From the word guidance, ada, he guided. This is our base table of verbs or the afal we started in QC1. Fa'ala, he did. Fa'alu, they did. Fa'alta, you did. Fa'altu, I did. Fa'altum, you all did. Fa'alna, we did. And the mudari was yaf'alu, he does. Yaf'aluna, they do. Taf'alu, you do. Af'alu, I do. Taf'aluna, you all do. Naf'alu, we do. Wawardamar, if'al, do. If'alu, do you all. La taf'al, don't do. La taf'alu, don't do. Fa'il, the doer. Maf'ul, the one who has been affected. Fail, to do or act of doing. So we will start the weak verbs, and the first one is wahaba on the same pattern of the fa'ala. Yes, who would like to revise among you? If somebody want to revise, please revise it. Okay. Wahaba, he gave. Wahabu, they gave. Wahabta, you gave. Wahabtu, I gave. Wahabtum, you all gave. Wahabna, we gave. Wahabat, she gave. Yahabu, he gives. Yahabuna, they give. Tahabu, you give. Ahabu, I give. Tahabuna, you all give. Nahabu, we give. Tahabu, she gives. Hab, give. Habud, give you all. La tahab, don't give. La tahabu, don't give. Wahib, the giver. Mahbub, the one to be given. Wahab, to give. The next is the spoken Arabic of this table. That is, hal yahabu, we say nam yahabu. Hal yahabuna, nam yahabu. Hal tahabu, answer is nam ahabu. Hal tahabuna, nam nahabu. So with this, let's to have the on the pattern of wahaba. So 6 keys are wahaba, he gave. Yahabu, he gives. Hab, give. Wahib, the one who gives. Muhab, the things which is been given. Wahab, to give. On the pattern of wahaba, we saw another verbs. That was wa'ada. The next one is wa'ada. Wa'ada, he gave. He promised. Wa'adu, they promised. Wa'atta, you promised. Wa'attu, I promised. Wa'attum, you all promised. Wa'adna, we promised. Wa'adat, she promised. Ya'idu, he promises. Ya'iduna, they promise. Ta'idu, you promise. A'idu, I promise. Ta'iduna, you all promise. Na'idu, we promise. Ta'idu, she promise. Id, promise. Idu, promise you. La ta'id, don't promise. La ta'idu, don't promise you. Wa'id, the promiser. Ma'ud, that which has been promised. What to promise. Hal ya'idu Zayda? Naam, ya'idu Zayda. Hal ya'iduna Zayda? نعم يعيدون زيدا. هل تعيد زيدا؟ نعم أعيد زيدا. هل تعيدون زيدا؟ نعم نعيد زيدا. The six keys are وعد, he promised. يعيد, he promises. It promise. Wa'id, the one who is promised. Ma'ud, that which is promised. What to promise. Then we saw the table of Qala. Qala, he said. Qalu, they said. Kulta, you said. Kultu, I said. Kultum, you all said. Kulna, we said. Qalat, she said. Yaqulu, he says. Yaquluna, they says. Taqulu, you says. Aqulu, I says. Taquluna, you all says. Naqulu, we say. Taqulu, she says. Qul, say. Kulu, say you are. La taqul, don't say. La taqulu, don't say you are. Qail, the one who says. Maqul, that which said. Call to say. هل قال خيرا؟ نعم قال خيرا. هل قالوا خيرا؟ نعم قالوا خيرا. هل قلت خيرا؟ نعم قلت خيرا. هل قلتم خيرا؟ نعم قلنا خيرا. The six keys are قال, he said. يقول, he says. قل, say. قائل, the one who says. مقول, that which is said. Call to say. Then we did this Madi and Mudari combination tables. Madi was Kana, he was. Kanu, they were. Kunta, you were. Kuntu, I was. Kuntum, you all were. Kunna, we were. Kana, she was. And the Mudari was Ya'malu, he does. Ya'maluna, they do. Ta'malu, you do. Amalu, I do. Ta'maluna, you all do. Na'malu, we do. Ta'malu, she does. When we join them, we get a new type of verbs that is called Madi Istimrari, past continuous. Kana Ya'malu, he was doing. Kanu Ya'maluna, they were doing. Kunta Ta'malu, you were doing. Kuntu Amalu, I was doing. Kuntum Ta'maluna, you were doing. Kunna Na'malu, we were doing. Kana Ta'malu, she was doing. Hal Kana Ya'malu? Nam Kana Ya'malu. Hal Kanu Ya'maluna? Nam Kanu Ya'malu. Hal Kunta Ta'malu? Nam Kuntu Amalu. Hal Kuntum Ta'maluna? Nam Kunna Nam. Then we had the Kana table. Kana, he was. Kanu, they were. Kunta, you were. Kuntu, I was. Kuntum, you were. Or Kunna, we were. Kana, she was. Yakunu, he is. Yakununa, they are. Takunu, you are. Akunu, I am. Takununa, you all are. Nakunu, we are. Takunu, she is. Kun, be. Kunu, be you all. La takun, don't be. La takunu, don't be you all. Kain, the one to be. Dash, kanu, to be. The six keys are Kana, he was. Yakunu, he is. Kun, be. Kain, the one who becomes. Dash, kon, to become. The next was Zada. Zada, he increased. Zadu, they increase. Zitta, you increase. Zittu, I increase. Zittum, you all increase. Zidna, we increase. Zada, she increased. Yazidu, he increases. Yaziduna, they increase it. Tazidu, you increase. Azidu, I increase. Taziduna, you all increase. Nazidu, we increase. Tazidu, she increase. Zid, increase. Zidu, increase you are. La tazid, don't increase. La tazidu, don't increase. Zaid, the one who increases. Mazid, that to be increased. Ziyada, to increase. Hal yazidu? Nam yazidu. Hal yaziduna? Nam yaziduna. Hal tazidu? Nam azidu. Hal taziduna? Nam nazidu. The six keys are Zada, he increased. Yazidu, he increases. Zid, increase. Zaid, the one who is increased. Mazid, that which is increased. Ziyada, to increase. Then was the table of Da'a. Da, he called upon. Da'u, they call upon. Da'wta, you call upon. Da'wtu, I call upon. Da'wtu, you all call upon. Da'una, we call upon. Da'at, she call. Yad'u, he calls upon. Yad'una, they call upon. Tad'u, you call upon. Ad'u, I call upon. Tad'una, you all call upon. Nad'u, we call upon. Tad'u, she call. Udu, call upon. Ud'u, call upon you all. La tad'u, don't call upon. La tad'u, don't call upon you. Da'in, the caller. Mad'un, that to be called. Du'an, to call. Hal da'allah, nam da'allah. Hal da'wullah, nam da'wullah. Hal da'watullah, nam da'watullah. Hal da'watumullah, nam da'watullah. The next table is the 6 keys. Da, he called upon. Yadu, he calls upon. Udu, call. Da'in, the one caller. Madun, that one to be called. Du'an, to be called upon. To call upon. Hada. Hada, he guided. Hado, they guided. Hadaita, you guided. Hadaitu, I guided. Hadaitum, you all guided. Hadaina, we guided. Hadat, she guided. Yahdi, he guides. Yahduna, they guide. Tahdi, you guide. Ahdi, I guide. Tahduna, you all guide. Nahdi, we guide. Tahdi, she guide. Ihdi, guide. Ihdu, guide you all. La tahdi, don't guide. La tahdu, don't guide you. Hadin, the one who guides. Mahdun, the one to who be guided. Hudan or Hadaya, to guide. Hal yahdi ahada? La yahdi ahada. Hal yahduna ahada? La yahduna ahada. Hal tahdi ahada? La ahdi ahada. Hal tahduna ahada? La nahdi ahada. The 6 keys are Hada, he guides. Yahdi, he guides. Ihdi, guide. Hadin, the one who guides. Mahdin, the one who is guided. Hudan or Hadaya, guide. Amara, he ordered. Amaru, they ordered. Amarta, you ordered. Amartu, I ordered. Amartum, you all ordered. Amarna, we ordered. Amarat, she ordered. Yamaru, he orders. Yamaruna, they order. Tamaru, you order. Amaru, I order. Tamaruna, you all order. Namaru, we order. Tamaru, she order. Mur, order. Muru, order you are. La tamur, don't order. La tamaru, don't order. Amir, the one who orders. Mamur, the one who is ordered. Amr, Amr, to order. Hal yamuru bis salah? Nam yamuru bis salah. Hal yamaruna bis salah? Nam yamuruna bis salah. Hal tamaru bis salah? Nam amaru bis salah. Hal tamaruna bis salah? Nam na'maru bis salah. 6 keys are Amara, he order. Yamru, he order. Mur, order. Amir, the one who orders. Mamur, the one who is ordered. Amir, to order or order. Then the Zanna. Zanna, he thought. Zannu, they thought. Zananta, you thought. Zanantu, I thought. Zanantum, you all thought. Zananna, we thought. Zannat, she thought. Yazunnu, he thinks. Yazunnuna, they think. Tazunnu, you think. Azunnu, I think. Tazunnuna, you all think. Nazunnu, we think. Tazunnu, she think. Zun, think. Zunnu, think you all. La tuzunnu, don't think. La tuzunnu, don't think you all. Zanun, the one who thinks. Maznunun, that which is thought of. Zan, to think. Hal zanna khaira? Nam zanna khaira. Hal zannu khaira? Nam zannu khaira. Hal zananta khaira? Nam zanantu khaira. Hal zanantum khaira? Nam zananna khaira. The 6 are Zanna, he thought. Yazunnu, he thinks. Zunna, thought or think. Zanun, the one who is think. Maznun, that which is thought of. Zan, to think. Dalla, he went astray. Dallu, they went astray. Dalalta, you went astray. Dalaltu, I went astray. Dalaltum, you all went astray. Dalalna, we went astray. Dallat, she went astray. Yadillu, he goes astray. Yadilluna, they go astray. Tadillu, you go astray. Adillu, I go astray. Tadilluna, you all go astray. Nadillu, we go astray. Tadillu, she goes astray. Dilla, go astray. Dillu, go astray. La tadilla, don't go astray. La tadillu, don't go astray. Dalun, the one who goes astray. Dash dalalatun, to go astray. The path Safil, does he go astray from the path of Allah? Hal yadillu an sabilillah? La yadillu an sabilillah. Hal yadilluna an sabilillah? لا يدلون عن سبيل. هل تدل عن سبيل الله؟ لا أدل عن سبيل الله. هل تدلون عن سبيل الله؟ لا ندل عن سبيل الله. The six is Dalla, he went astray. Yadillu, he goes astray. Dalla, go astray. Dalan, the one goes astray. Dash, dalalatun, to go astray. Sha, he will. Sha'u, they will. Sheta, you will. Shetu, I will. Shetum, you all will. Shena, will. Sha'at, she will. Yasha'u, he wills. Yasha'una, they will. Tasha'u, you will. Asha'u, I will. Tasha'una, you all will. Nasha'u, we will. Tasha'u, she will. Sha' will. Sha'u, will your. La tasha, don't will. La tasha'u, don't will. Sha'in, the one who wills. Mashi'un, that which is willed. Mashi'atun, to will. Hal yasha'u khaira? Nam yasha'u khaira. Hal yasha'una khaira? Nam yasha'una khaira. Hal tasha'u khaira? Nam asha'u khaira. هل تشاءون خيرا؟ نعم نشاء خيرا. Alhamdulillah, we have completed the both revisions in the Quran parts and the grammar. Congratulations to you. So the mid quiz is tomorrow at 18 January. That day is Saturday, and timing will be 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Pakistan time. The quiz, syllabus includes the 3 pages, and each page has 4 pointers, so it's 12 lessons. There will be some translation, break words carefully, tables, questions will come, singular and plural will be there, then English to Arabic and Arabic to English, and odd one out. So the total points for your questions, they are 80, and the time is 90 minutes. Time will start at 7 p.m. and will complete on 8:30. The date is tomorrow, that is 18 January in Pakistan. So you have to be, already the homeworks, they contains 50% marks. If you have not completed yet, please try to complete the first 3 pages homeworks. The workbook contains 50% work. All the workbooks at the end which you submit at the course, they also contain 50% mark. The midterm, which is tomorrow, it contains 30% marks of the total. And the final quiz, which will be at the end of the course, it contains 40%. In out of this 100%, if you score 90 or above, then you get the certificate of distinction. If you get 70 to 89% in between, then you will get the merit certificate. If you get between 50 to 70, then you will get the certificate of completion. You are eligible to attend the next class. If you get less than 50%, then you may get the certificate of participation, but you will have to revise the same course again. The patterns of questions, there will be some ayahs, and you will ask to point out their pointers. Just like here, you can see there is some ayah is given, and below you see the 4 pointers different are mentioned. You have to select the right or correct answer. The next is which pointer is used for the following words. Just like this is a ayah, and you have to find out the correct pointers. Which one is weak words among the following? Few words will be given, and you will require to point out which one are the weak among them. In grammar, what is hudan? You will be asked such a question. Is it a isme fa'il, masdar, isme maf'ul, whatsoever, or it is from the daraba table pattern, or the E mean the B and D are correct. So there will be multiple options, and you have to select the one. Select the correct translation of humus safahao. You have got the 4 answers. You have to select one of them, which one is the correct for this phrase. In table, you can see on one side there will be given the keys, just like fi'l amr, ism fa'il, madi, mudare, maf'ul, or meaning of the word. On the other hand, there will be given the different forms of the 60 tables of the verbs, just like kon, khan, yakun, kun, kain, and you will have to select the which one is among them fi'l amr, which is ismi fa'il or masdar or mudare, or the meaning of the word. There will be some Arabic phrase or sentence, and you have to select hal kana ya'malu. You have to select the correct answer. What is the correct answer? There will be some verb given, and you will have to find out the root letter. The verb may be from any words from the table, just like adillu. Adillu has come as a amr. It is from dalla. So you have to find out the root letter on the first form. Always go for the first form of that table. Which one is odd among the following? Yes, you have attempted this question in QC1 also. You have three patterns, remember. First is differentiate on ism fail harf. Second pattern is on the singular and plural. And the third is the masculine and the feminine. Let's look. Urbudu. Urbudu is a verb. Khalaka is a verb. Al-ard is an ism. Wahaba is a verb. So three verbs and one is ism. So ism is different. On the same pattern, if I say kulub, that is a verb, ism. Absar, ism. Anfus, ism. Asba, ism. All the four are ism. So the first pattern, ism fail harf, is not working. We will go for the second. That is singular plural. Kulub, plural. Absar, plural. Anfus, plural. Asbu is singular. Is plural is wasabi. So three plural, one single. So we have found the single one is different here in this case. Look the next one. Zulmat ism, Saika ism, Surah ism, Akhira ism. All the four are ism. So we are not getting the answer. We will go for the single plural. Zulmat plural, Saika single, Surah single, Akhira again single. Three single, one plural. So you got the answer. Plural is different here in this case. Which three types of people mentioned in this Surah Al-Baqarah? There are four answers. You have to select which three types of peoples are mentioned in Surah Al-Baqarah. What will be the singular of muttaqeen? You have got four options, remember, and you have to select the correct one. Select the correct keys from given options. Again, from the table I told you, as in the sample quiz, you may also find there are some given tables. On the same pattern, you will find some tables in the quiz also. So on one hand, you will find there will be written just like fail, maybe fail mazi, mudare, amr, fa'il, maf'ul, fail, or meaning of the word. On the other hand, the tables, 6 keys will be given, or maybe more forms will be given, which are hidden. If you are hidden, you have to scroll and find out the correct words which is hidden. Sound verbs, weak verbs, hamza verb, double letter verbs. There will be some verbs given on one side and there will be tables. Be careful. Maybe one have more options than one. Just na'budu. Na'budu is a sound verb because and bada. So we will select the sound verb. Tajri. Remove ta. It is jarra yajri. It's a weak verb because ya has come. Mashaw. It is actually masha. Mashaw. Masha, yamshi, imshi. Mashaw has come plural. It's a weak verb because mashi, it has a ya at it. Yakhazu. It's actually from akhaza. Akhaza is a hamza verb. But at the same time, akhaza is a sound verb also because hamza is not a weak verb. It's a sound verb. So it have double option. You have to select the hamza as well as the sound verb. If you select either sound or the hamza, you will lose the 2 marks because computer does not accept the half answer. It wants complete answer. So the sign of such table is the rectangular selection. In others, you are having round tables. Look the back. They are round. The round table, they have only one answer. In the rectangular selection, there may be one answer, there may be two answers, or maybe three answers sometimes. Just like ta'maruna, it is from amara. Amara, yamaru, yamaruna, tamaru, tamaruna. So it's from the amara table. Amara start with hamza. So amara is a hamza verb. At the same time, it is a sound verb. So you have to select two boxes, sound verbs and the hamza verb. Da, it is a weak verb, of course. Yazunnu, it's from zanna. Look, zanna, it also have two selection. Zanna is from the repeated verb. At the same time, it is from the sound verb. Because Zwad, Nun, Nun, they are the sound letters. So it is a sound verb. At the same time, it is from the repeated verb. So it will have the double selection in answer. Zada, it is a weak verb, of course. The next is Yakhizu. Yakhizu, it's from Akhaza. Akha is the Hamza verb. At the same time, it is a sound verb. So you be careful in this type of the question where the rectangular boxes. Always think there may be possible two answers. And how you can find that? You go for the first form. Don't see these form. They may be mudare, amr. They may be from any sigha. You have to go the first sigha of that table. Na'budu, abada, ya'budu, ubud. Abada is the single form. Tajri, jarra, yajri, ijri. Jarra, it is the first form. Masha, masha, yamshi, imshi. Masha is the first form. Yahzaru, it is hazara, yahzaru, or it may be akhaza, yahzu. You have to enlarge to see the proper word. Tamuruna, it is amara, yamaru, mur. So amara is the actual word from where you can guess it is a sound verb, weak verb, hamza verb, repeated verb. Da, yadu, udu. Da is the actual word. Yazunnu, zanna, yazunnu, zunna. Zanna is the actual word. Zada, yazidu, zada itself is the yakhizu. Akhaza, yakhizu. So when you want to find the pattern of the verb, you always go for the first sigha. You find the first sigha, then you will be able to answer, is it a sound verb? Is it a weak verb? Is it is a repeated verb? Or it is a hamza verb? Or it is a sound verb and the hamza verb? Or it is a sound verb as a repeated verb? Remember, in repeated hamza verb, they are also sound verbs at the same time. Select the correct root words for yadu. Of course, yadu, you have to go the first form. That is da, yadu, udu, da. Look, in da, there is alif, so it's a weak verb. So homeworks you have, if completed, good and well. If you have not completed, all the homework jointly have been placed. You may open them and see. If you can't see their score, solve that one. So let's before I close the session, let's to take your questions. If you people have any question, you can ask the questions. Okay, if there is no question, let's to pray. May Allah help us to recite, understand, ponder, implement, propagate, and memorize the Quran. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Allahumma ighfir lana qabla al-maut warhamna inda al-maut wa la tu'azzibna ba'da al-maut wa la tuhasibna yawm al-qiyamah innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah Hafiz. Inshallah, tomorrow will be the mid quiz, and the quiz link will come in the group at 7 p.m. Pakistan time. Allah Hafiz.